if I would choose any rapper to do a collaboration project with, I'm definitely going with Black. I mean, we've already done songs together, so we have chemistry. I would probably do something with J. Cole as well. I met him, and he was super kind to me as well. So I feel like kindness is key. You know, if you can have a conversation and you can meet someone and you can connect with them, then the sky's the limit.
All right, what's up? It's Mike Adam. We are at the Audacy Soundspace at the Hard Rock Hotel, New York, for our check-in with Khalid.
What's up, everybody? Thank you for having me.
Of course, man. Congratulations on everything. I love your voice. I love the new project.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
5-year gap between this album and the last.
Right.
I imagine you were writing all through that, through the pandemic. How did you know now was the time to drop the album?
Well, when I started off I started writing music at 17 years old. So to go from being a high school student into a multi-platinum career in a matter of 2 to 3 years.
Tell them.
No, but it was insane. It was nothing that they can teach you. It's nothing that they can prepare you for. So I really feel like I had to take some time off to write, to understand what I wanted my true impact as an artist to be on this earth, what ways I wanted to connect with my fans. And so it took a lot of lived experiences and walking life and seeing the world and just, seeing just different sides of the world for me to get to this point where I finished this album. I'm like, you know what? Okay, I'm putting out something that I feel like is rooted in my core. Is exactly the name of the title of the album. This is sincere.
Yeah. So Please Don't Fall in Love with Me. It samples Alicia and Drake.
Yeah.
It got me thinking, can you remember the first song you heard that you didn't know was a sample? Like something that put you onto an old song or even a recent song where you were like, oh, I didn't know that was for me, it was probably Puff Daddy, No Way Out, because there were so many fire samples on there.
I would say it was this song, one of my favorite songs, actually, that I've loved for years, Feel It All Around by Washed Out. I didn't know that the whole bass line of that song is a sample from another song from I want to say a Spanish artist from like the 70s or something like that. It's kind of insane how you listen to a song or even Changes, Tupac.
Yes.
Changes, Tupac. But I love the sample now, and I've been listening to The Way It Is. Bruce Hornsby. I've been listening to The Way It Is for a minute now. I'm like addicted to that song.
Yeah. I feel like if you didn't even throw it in the intro though, like it would take people a minute to pick up on it. Yeah. So you sampled Drake on this. I know you are a lifelong diehard Kendrick fan as well, though. I have my thoughts on this, but I want to know yours. Do you feel like in 2024, rap beef is still important for the culture, for hip hop?
I mean, I definitely believe that competition in any sport is important to thrive, to create for the culture. I'm a little pop star that stays out the way and minds my own business. So I don't really get too much in other people's business or anybody else's altercations. I kind of try to choose a low profile, chill, relaxed life over here. So.
But as long as it stays chill, right? It brings out the best of these lyricists usually, which is amazing.
Yeah, as long as people are looking at it for their benefit, for their benefit to thrive in creativity. I mean, I don't necessarily see it as a problem.
So if Khalid was to come out with a full project or even an EP with a rapper, do you know who you would pair well with, who you would want to do that with?
I don't know, actually. I don't know. I'm more of a vibe person. I feel like it's about just sitting in the room with you, getting to know who you are, connecting with you on a deeper level. I mean, if I would choose any rapper to do a collaboration project with, I'm definitely going with Black. I mean, we've already done songs together, so we have chemistry. I would probably do something with J. Cole as well. I've met him, and he was super kind to me as well. So I feel like kindness is key. If you can have a conversation and you can meet someone and you can connect with them, then the sky's the limit.
Yeah. So now in R&B and pop, really in all genres, things are so polished from a engineering standpoint with with vocals and everything, you know, versus like you look at Al Green, Marvin Gaye, like when there were mistakes, they would be kept in. And I feel like a lot of times that makes you connect with the vocals on a different level. Do you like where it's at? Do you ever think it'll go back? I mean,
I feel like nostalgia is one of the biggest drugs known to man. And we have to just understand that times are different, and auto-tune can also be a talent.
Sure.
The way that people can utilize these programs on their computers, that has to be respected for something. But it doesn't mean that there's not classically trained musicians that are thriving and are killing it in the game. But I like to see the beauty in both sides of the spectrum. You know, I wish I could have picked up a laptop when I grew up and learned how to produce on Pro Tools or something like that. But, you know, I took a different route. But I respect it all. I mean, if I wasn't doing this, maybe I would have learned to be a little bit more classically trained as an artist. So, like I said, I love both sides.
Oh, you should be a politician, bro. That's good. Was there any track on this album that almost didn't make the cut that you were going back and forth with, like, should I throw it on there? Or?
Yeah, definitely. Heat Stroke, actually, I added, I want to say it was like 3-4 weeks before I turned in the master. Yeah, I mean, you never know. And I did that song in like 2021. But like I said, I'm very impulse driven. You know, I move with my heart. And one day I just randomly decided, you know what? I feel like this album is missing. I took like 2 songs off and I replaced it with another, and it seems to be doing well for me right now. So it's really
man.
Cool. Yeah, it's crazy how it works out like that.
That's great, and it's awesome that you are at that point now in your career, only 3 albums deep, and you can make a decision on a whim like that. That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I love writing music. I love making music, and I love curating my music for my listeners and for my fans. And so when I was finishing up the album, I'm like, something is definitely missing. And I've recorded like the hundreds of songs over the past few years. So there's definitely a lot of songs to fill in the gaps.
Bro, you got to answer this question. You have to answer this question, okay? Is there a fire line, a line you know, a line itself that will go viral on TikTok that you got in your back pocket that you haven't slid into a song yet?
Come
on. Break out your phone if you need to.
A viral line?
Yes. Just a line that you love and you know you're going to use it at some point, but you haven't worked it into a song yet.
Actually, I don't work like that. No, truthfully, I don't work like that. I don't think about what I write until I hit the studio.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
fine.
Like a freestyle-based creator. Like I could probably I'm not going to do it right now. Don't ask me. But I could probably freestyle a song from like 5 to 10 minutes, like off rip.
I love that.
Yeah, super, super impulse driven. I don't really like to think. I don't even know what I'm going to eat for lunch today, y'all. Like, I don't know what I'm going to eat for dinner tonight. I'm just super impulse driven.
Before we wrap, you're doing our We Can Survive concert, which I love. And the whole point of it is it raises mental health awareness.
Right.
So I just want to ask you, what's been your relationship with your mental health, especially using writing as an outlet and the pandemic? Have you found hobbies that help you keep you in a good space and stuff like that?
Long walks. I mean, we sleep on walks, but they are so important. I feel like my walking through the pandemic over the past few years definitely has improved. You know, you start walking 1 mile, you start walking 2, you start walking 5. It gives me time to reflect on my life and the path that I've led, and it's alone time. You can either choose to listen to music, you can choose to listen to the wind. I feel like long walks have definitely helped me gain a lot of mental focus and clarity.
I love that. And what's your relationship with that phone? How's that factor into it?
I mean, I feel like I'm an average phone user.
Yeah.
I kind of
social media.
I kind of stay out the way. I mean, social media has transformed into a different place. I feel like I'm a little outdated and trying to catch up with the times here and there. But yeah, it's pretty average, pretty healthy.
Awesome. Khalid, thank you so much for giving us your time, man.
Thank you for having me, man. Appreciate you.